As you have learned in A History of Value, the size and complexity of the U.S. marketplace has created significant interdependencies to enable the payments ecosystem we have today. At the end of this section, the learner will be able to identify and distinguish between the systems and participants in the payment ecosystem within the context of merchant payments. The history of value highlights the ever-changing relationship between the customer and merchant. For the customer, the value is within the item or service the merchant provides them. In a barter system, it could be difficult for merchants to receive the equivalent value in trade. For each trade, money, which is ever-present and convertible, gives both the buyer and seller an equally trusted medium for the direct exchanging of goods and services. This concept is best displayed when customers hand merchants cash at a brick-and-mortar store. Non-cash payments are more complex. These include checks, bank transfers, and the most prevalent today, card transactions. For checks and bank transfers, the merchant must trust the customer or withhold the delivery of goods until funds are deposited in the merchant's bank account. It may take several days before the merchant receives the funds from that transaction, making these payment methods more friction-prone. For card payments, merchandise can be released faster because merchants trust the card brands, and customers trust that the merchandise will be as expected. There are exceptions. Customers could have used fraudulent payment credentials or may claim to their bank that the goods provided do not meet the description and want their money back. We will learn more about these types of customer issues later in this course. Every non-cash transaction requires additional parties to safeguard the trustworthiness of the payment, including financial institutions, instruments, networks, processors, and sometimes other wrappers or technological devices. These parties introduced processes and systems to regulate and monitor these non-cash transactions. When these parties made these payments more trustworthy for customers, they also introduced additional complexity. Click next to learn more about the payments framework and the parties involved.